water's nice and warm. Dean from Leisure Travel Vans. Today, we're at the Cherry Hills RV Resort, just outside of Steinbach, Manitoba. And as you can see, I have got a cherry of a campground spot today. And soon you will have one too, because you're gonna be driving this brand new 2017 Unity Island bed. Wow, with a campground spot like this, I gotta put the awning out first. This is how simple it is. Power awning, look at this, lights on the outside, beautiful. We're gonna bring this bad boy out and we're gonna set it up. We got some serious RVing to do. So the awning comes out a full just over 12 feet in length and over 7 feet in width, and very simple. Two different systems here. Put my poles down, so I'm on a beautiful sand base. I can tent peg this in, or I can lock it into the motorhome right here. Very simple to do. Both sides. Once again, you can either tent peg it down into the sand here, lock it in place, or I can lock it up onto the side of the motorhome. If it's a super windy day, you shouldn't have your awning out. That's how simple it is. Look at this. How beautiful is this? Great view of the lake. Underneath my awning, the sun's not gonna get me. This is beautiful. What a great campground area. Okay, we've got the awning out. Now let's look at the storage. If you need an RV with lots of exterior storage, Unity Island bed for 2017 will be the one you're gonna love. First, just beside the passenger door, we've got a beautiful little compartment here. Look at this fiberglass door. Struts built in. See how it locks in place? Chrome handles. Locked up and sealed. Moving down, another beautiful storage area. Plus, standard 1200 watt inverter, easy access to it right here. As we work our way down, look at this. We've got our beautiful optional Alcoa aluminum rims. Now we go with 6 aluminum rims. So 2 on the inside, both sides, and of course up front with 2. That's very important, because if you just go with 4, then your inside rim would still be steel. It would be out of balance. You wouldn't get a nice ride. So you want to have 6, and that's our option. Plus, it's got the built-in valve stem extension so that you can check your inner and your outer tire pressure. Very nice little option to have. Another great feature in all leisure travel vans is we spray foam all the wheel wells and the tanks. That way stones can't damage it. Also quieter when you're driving down the road. As we work our way down, of course, we've got our optional generator compartment. You can either have the optional LP generator, 3.6 kilowatt, or the optional diesel generator, 3.2 kilowatts. And picking a generator all depends on how you RV. Everybody RVs a little differently. Check with your local dealer on how you RV and which generator that you should have. And our last compartment on the passenger side, of course, is some more storage area. All galvanized sheet metal. You can see it's all spray foamed underneath. And if you look underneath here, we have our quick connect for our barbecue connection, which is great because it runs off the 15-gallon propane tank. It's a low pressure RVQ, and you can hook that right up there. You don't have to carry a propane tank with you separately. That is smart. If you love to RV and you're out on the road for long periods of time, the Unity Island bed has got tons of storage. Have a look at this. This is incredible. Pass-through storage all the way through. This is about 24 inches in depth, all the way through the entire motorhome, so 7 feet. Wow, that is a lot of storage. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Look at this beautiful rear mask, all fiberglass, insulated as well. We have a integrated backup camera, LED lights at the top, LED lights on our signals and our brake lights. Of course, we've got our 5,000-pound hitch at the bottom here, 7-pin trailer connector, so everything is right here. This is also a 2-piece mast, so separate bumper from main mask. That is a very important thing to have in case somebody were to hit something. You could replace just the bumper. You wouldn't have to replace the entire fiberglass mask. Fiberglass mask, stronger, quieter, more insulated, easier to clean, and of course, aesthetically, it looks fabulous. Okay, we're over on the driver's side, and of course we were talking about the pass-through storage. Here's the other side. Look at that, pass-through all the way through. Dean has spent a few nights sleeping in there when he's been a bad boy. Down here, look at this. We've got our service center, nicely, conveniently located. And of course, we've got our propane fill. We've got our black water flush for cleaning your black water tank. Of course, we've got our gray and black water tanks. We've got our 3-inch connector here for dumping our tanks. Built-in hose connection area over there, which I'll show you in a second. Propane disconnect switch, so you can turn your propane off and on. Going on ferries and tunnels, you got to turn off your propane. Simple to do. Of course, over here we've got our fresh water fill, exterior shower. This is a great little feature for if you have pets or you're an outdoorsman and you like to fish, you can clean the fish outside. Also, we've got our connections for exterior portable satellite. And of course, our winterizing bypass valve. And we've got our fresh water fill, so you bring your hose up through here, and that way you can leave the compartment down. Nobody can tamper with that. This is for people that have to winterize their coach. For those of us that live in the Great White North, we have to winterize our coaches in the wintertime. You can pick up the RV antifreeze right through here, suck it through the lines. Smart. Or let's say that you need to get water into your freshwater tank and there's no hose, no nothing. You can get a gallon of water and you can suck it up through this into the freshwater tank. Now that is smart. Okay, as we work our way down on the driver's side of the motorhome, of course, we got our beautiful frameless, sexy glass windows. Man, they look good, especially on the Eurosport paint. Does that not look sharp? Of course, we got our vacuum bonded, aluminum framed, 2-pound density polystyrene wall, fiberglass, Vetrolite exterior. Of course, our roof is all fiberglass as well. We're aluminum studded, welded, vacuum bonded, and of course our main floor area is steel frame vacuum bonded. So very important, well built. We have 4 different exterior colors for 2017. We have graphite silver, we have Eurosport, white suede, and of course we have silver. So your choice of color on the exterior. So we've got our shore power 30 amp connector right there, easy to do. And down below here, hello, more storage. Here's your sewer hose, all built into its own container, easily to hook up when you want to dump your tanks. It's right there. We also have an optional macerator pump. If you decide that you want to do that, that's all hooked up and you can actually pump that uphill. We have even more storage. Look at this, 2 storage bins on this side. Man, you can carry a lot of stuff in the Unity Island bed for 2017. If you look down underneath the compartment, you can see we've got our optional stabilizer jacks down. Kind of cool to see that. That stabilizes the coach, takes all the rocking out of it when you're getting in and out of the motorhome. Like those 2 stabilizer jacks, great little option to have. We're very excited to have the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater standard. This is a great tankless hot water heater. I'm going to tell you exactly why. They run a 1.3 liters reserve tank that is hot all the time when you leave it on comfort on. So then you're never behind the curve. Other hot water tank heaters are slower because you turn on the hot water, it still has to heat. This system already has 1.3 liters of water always hot, so you're ahead of the curve. That is super smart. I love how we've integrated our body into the Mercedes-Benz chassis. Not only here on the side integrated the fuel fill, but even the front mask is integrated, the rear mask is integrated. I mean, it looks good. It's not a square box going down the road. This has got some beautiful curves, some beautiful lines. It's just a gorgeous motorhome. You're gonna love driving it down the road, and you're gonna get lots of attention from people when they see it going down the road. So nice how we've integrated and concealed the fuel. So when you're filling up with diesel, just simply fill it up. And when you close the door, it's locked and sealed. Nobody can tamper with your diesel fuel. That's a great little feature to have. And I love how we've now integrated our running boards into the entire body of the Unity. And I really like this. We have an integrated pot light. When you open up your door, the light comes on, so I have easy access into the motorhome. We work our way around to the front of the Mercedes-Benz chassis. A couple little things that Leisure does, which is really great. You can see how we painted the entire bottom bumper here, so it integrates into the chassis, into the body. We've got some great little safety features that we put in all of our Mercedes-Benz chassis. We have front fog lights, we have light and rain sensors, collision prevention assist, lane assist, high beam assist. We have a chrome front grille, and of course we have the Bi-Xenon headlight package with the headlamp washing system, and of course always the Mercedes-Benz swivel base seats. Look how everything is contoured up, integrated, very automotive looking. No big overhang sitting here when I'm driving down the road, panoramic view. Of course, we're powered by the Mercedes-Benz 3-liter V6 motor, 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. It can tow up to 5,000 pounds, 15,250 pound GCWR, 11,030 pound GVWR. And I love this little chassis because it's got everything right here. This is your chassis cab air filter, easy to replace, easy to access. Easy for the oil check. You've got your DEF because this is clean running diesel. DEF fill right there. If you ever need to boost somebody, you can boost right here. We've also got Roadside Assistant on all of our leisures for 2 years. You need an RV service repair center, you just dial a 1-800 number and they're gonna look after you. People always ask me this question, what about the mirrors? Well, they're power mirrors, they're heated, but you can also knock them in. So if you're in a tight area, you can bring the mirrors in. Pretty easy to do, all manual. And of course, as we open up this door, of course, we only use the Mercedes-Benz swivel bases. Look how easy they are to swivel. And this is a great little seat. You can bring it up, bring it down, you can move it back and forth. You've also got Recaro support on this side. So it's a great little seat. And look, it comes all the way forward and look how far back it goes. If you have long legs, you've got lots of room in the cab area. This is a great chassis cab area. A couple of little things that we do, of course, rubber-backed carpet on the cab area, which is very important. The reason we put rubber backing on so it won't slide around, also finishes off the motorhome real nice. Another convenience feature on the outside, of course, we've got a 110 power plug, so if you're plugged into 110 power at your campground, you can run electricity off of that plug. And of course, we've got our power electric step. You can also put it in camp mode and the step will stay out. Don't worry if you forget that. When you turn on the ignition, it automatically goes up, as do the power jacks. Also, we've got a brand new handle here, and we've got a nice little three-way switch, so you can turn on the LED outside light, or you can turn on the handle light. So that's very nice. Of course, we got our RV batteries, 2 deep cycle 6-volt batteries. All of our units are pre-wired for solar, and 6-volt batteries love solar because they trickle charge up and trickle charge down. Easy access right there. And this is also nice because we've got a nice little screen door. Lock it in place. Now I have a look at this beautiful view. No mosquitoes, no bugs can get me. Wow, what a great exterior on the Unity Island bed. I mean, it was beautiful. Lots and lots of exterior storage. Now let's have a look inside because we have lots of interior storage plus a walk around island bed in the back. You're gonna love it. And I want you to think about something. This is only 25 feet 1 inch in length. 10'6" high. It's a wide body, so I've got lots of living area, but you're gonna love this feature. Look at this. Walk around island bed. Wow. Look at this full walk around island bed. And a big bed, 58 inches wide, 74 inches long, can handle a tall guy like me. I'm well over 6 feet tall. And I mean, look at the room. Reading lights built in, plus standard bedroom TV, and that runs off the inverter, so you don't have to have your generator on, you don't have to be plugged into shore power. I can still watch TV at night right off my house batteries. Ducted air conditioning, stereo system speakers in the back, hanging closet. It's got shades, nighttime, daytime, big glass windows. I can look at the view. I mean, look at the view of the lake. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Plus, we've got an inverted 110 plug here, a USB plug here. So if you have a sleep apnea machine, you can run it off the house batteries at night, and that's all connects right in here. So just a lot of great area. Plus more drawers here. You got a little night table. Brand new for 2017. We've gone to the hidden, concealed, latched European hinge. This has got our Glamour package with the espresso wood, with the Phoenix upper white cabinets. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, it's got everything you could want. Plus, you can block off the bedroom door, so you've got a private bedroom area. We've put a separate dimmer switch in the bedroom lights, so that is very nice. Plus, the LED lights on the floor on a separate switch as well, so you can have some night lights on at night that aren't gonna bother you at all. That is very, very classy. I want to show you this beautiful foam mattress, super comfortable. Of course, our bedspreads are all done in-house at the factory, all serge stitched together so it'll never fray apart. We're still not done. Look at this. Storage underneath the bed. Wow. Underneath the bed is also where we store our front table. And of course, drawers. So 2 big full extension drawers. And then of course, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, we also have a drawer underneath your wardrobe on both sides. Wow, private bedroom and private bathroom. How nice is that? Separate shower, separate bathroom area, little medicine cabinet. Oh, I love the solid wood. The espresso wood looks great. And look at this. This is called a marine grade Macerator Toilet, China. So it will macerate everything. So it grinds it up and shoots it into the black tank. That is great. And here, more storage area. And of course, stainless steel sink, and for shaving, brushing your teeth, and of course a mirror exhaust fan up above, and of course we got LED lights. Lots of lights in here. It looks great. Okay, this is very important. See this shower? This is the main bathroom door, right? Blocks off into the private bathroom area. Of course, I've got a separate shower door. That's very smart. But look at this. Nice big stand-up shower. I'm well over 6'1". Look at this. I got lots of room. I still can't touch the top of the dome. Plus, new for 2017, we've got built-in soap and shampoo area here, so I can hold everything there. I don't have to find it, put it in there. It can stay there all the time. It's not going to fall out. Love the shower. Chrome looks great. And of course, nope, not dental floss, but you can use this to hang shirts, hang your bathing suits, let them drip dry. That's very, very smart. I also love this little feature, nice little handle here for getting in and out of the shower. We've got a beautiful dressing mirror, and I can see that I've gained a couple sizes on the waistline, but we also got a place here for hanging towels. That's smart. Also new for 2017, we have a brand new Dometic Thermostat. Very easy to use, beautiful LED readout, easy to read. And it also controls our furnace and our air conditioner. So we got a 15,000 BTU air conditioner up on the roof, ducted throughout the entire motorhome. That's very, very important to have. If you don't have ducting throughout the whole motorhome, it's not gonna be cool everywhere. And it's got a heat pump, so you can set that. So you can set the control for the heat pump, the air conditioner, the furnace, or the fan off the air conditioner. You can set the temperature and forget it, just like at home. Okay, we're over in the galley area now. Have a look at this little storage area up here. And of course, convection microwave. So you can use it as a microwave or as an oven. Very simple to do. And look at this beautiful 3-way fridge. This is very cool. Separate freezer, separate fridge, 6.7 cubic feet. And it's 3-way, so it runs on propane, it runs on 110 power, and off of the batteries and the alternator when you're driving. It's also got a cool little feature here. You can have it on camp mode. You're gonna like this. So I switched that switch. So now it just opens by itself. And then of course when I'm in travel mode, I can reset it. And it locks in place so nothing can fall out. Same with the fridge part. Camping mode, don't have to use the handle. And then travel mode. That is pretty smart. Hey, this is great. We have a bedroom TV standard, and we also have a front hidden living room TV. Very cool. Like it. And of course now, what leisure travel line wouldn't be complete without a pull-out pantry? Look at the size of that. That is great. You can put a lot of canned goods in there. That is very, very smart. Now we're on the galley side. Look at this beautiful little galley. Is this great storage? I've always loved the curved door, and I've even more loved the reverse curved door. Where do you see that? You see that in very high-end kitchens. Well, you also see it in your travel vans, which is great. Look at the storage area. Full water filtration underneath there. There's our Truma hot water heater, instant hot water, new for 2017. But look at the storage area. Lots of storage. Plus, we've even got some drawers here. Come on down low, have a look. Full drawer extension glides. I love how they lock in place. Lots of storage. Plus, brand new Antarctica Corian countertops that comes with the Glamour package, which has got the white uppers with the espresso wood. You can also do it with the cherry wood or the maple wood. So you can do the Glamour package in any wood color you want for 2017. That's really cool. Over here, we've got a great little garbage can area. Great little trick a customer told me, says they fill it with ice and use it to keep their drinks cool. That's really smart. That's a good use of space. And then of course, we've got our beautiful stainless steel sink, chrome faucet. Like this is smart too, in case you get a little bit of dripping. You can do some cutting, have the water running, and not splash on your beautiful Corian countertops. 2-burner stove. This is smart as well. See this? Flush, so I can use it to store stuff. I flip it up. It's also a splash guard. That's very smart. It's all spark ignition. Fires right up. Look at that. Fired up first time. How beautiful is that? Also, counter extension. So now I got lots of room to work in my galley area. Plus, brand new for 2017, we have this beautiful accessory channel. So you can put different types of accessories on here, cooking utensils, all right there. Up front over here, we've got an inverted plug, very important. Runs off the inverter. If I'm dry camping, turn on my inverter. I can run a small coffee maker. Also, look at this big galley window. This was new in 2016, but it was a great feature. Look how big that window is. Great view of the great outdoors. Awning style, so you can have the windows open and you don't have to worry about rain coming in. That is great. Plus, we've got shades, so daytime. And then at night, if you don't want any light coming in, you can just lock this over here like this and no light will come in. That is very, very good, guys. Of course, LED lights right here, easy switch. And of course, look at these cabinets. Is this beautiful or what? Locks underneath, so we've cleaned up the cabinets. It looks great. European hinges steel, but look at the storage space. Isn't this great? Look at this, 2 levels of shelves. And look at this, this is always a big thing. This is very important. Plates. Looking at other units, if the plate doesn't fit in the cabinet, it's not really much of a cabinet. Listen to those lock in place. Wow. They're still actually soft touch closed too, which is great. Up top here, we've got rope lighting. That's part of the Glamour package. And I can control that right here, turning it off and on throughout the entire coach. Okay, right above the galley area, of course, LED lighting, but we also have our fantastic fan. We also have an option for upgraded fantastic fan with a rain sensor. That advantage of that is if it was started to rain right now, it would automatically close even if I wasn't in the motorhome. So that's kind of smart. Of course, up top here, we've got stereo speakers, bedroom area and front area, of course, more LED lights. And of course, our beautiful skylight. Love this, look at this. Pop it up. Oh, I'm worried about mosquitoes. I'm not worried about mosquitoes now. It's super hot out in Arizona, maybe too hot during the day. I can just say goodbye to the sun for a while, keep the motorhome a little cooler. But you got a 5-inch thick roof here, fully insulated, so you don't have to worry too much about that. No big return lines of the air conditioner. Everything is quiet. This is great, easy access to the fire extinguisher. We all know where it is. We've also got our grab handle. Of course, we've got our LED lights in the main cab area. Of course, they're dimmable, which is very important. Outside lights, that red light, that tells me that I have my outside compartment lights on. That's smart, so let's turn them off because we're not outside. We've also got our controls for our outside light, our step, and our inside light. See that? Isn't that cool? It's a little 3-way outside and inside. Of course, we've got some hooks here for jackets. And then here's our inside service center, control center. So everything's right here, easy to have. We have our optional stabilizer jacks. You just press that button, jacks go down, kind of stabilizes the coach. And then we've got our control system for our batteries, our fresh water, our gray water, our black, and our propane. Tells us exactly what's going on in the motorhome. Plus I can turn on my water pump. Optional Awning generator. This one has the 3.6 kilowatt propane one. Just press a button and she'll fire right up. And of course, this is our inverter here. So if I want to turn my house batteries into 110 power, I just turn on my inverter and that'll run my TV, my electronics, and we got 2 or 3 plugs inside the motorhome that are inverted as well. So that's very, very smart. Easy to use, easy access. Lock it, close it, done. Okay, above the cab area, really cool. We go push on the doors. Boom, up they go. Look at this, lots of storage area. More storage area, can have an optional safe up here. So they're all right there. And of course, we've got our electronic center for our stereo system. So DVD player, CD player, AM, FM, Bluetooth, weather channel, everything is right there. So very simple to use and easy to access. You don't have to go inside the cab area. You can watch movies and stuff right from here. Plus, we've got the switcher over here, so you can switch from front TV, bedroom TV, so you can watch TV up front, watch a movie in the bedroom, or vice versa. You can watch satellite, you can watch normal TV, so you got your switcher box right here. Okay, how great is this? This is our dining room area. I love this, look at this. That is solid, it doesn't move. Plus, look at this, dinner for 4, absolutely. And look at this, I can extend my table reverse, beautiful. We're gonna bring everything over here, look at this. This is cool, we can have dinner for 4. Hello, no problem. I like it. Bring me some food. Well, nobody did feed me, but I'm tired. So I need a second sleeping area. Pretty simple now. This just comes off, remove the post, and they all store underneath the bed here. So I can just put that there. Okay, we call this the Leisure Lounge Express for a good reason. I'm tired, I want to go to bed. This is how simple it is. Pulls out, bang, bang, done. Look at that. I'm now sleeping. How fast was that? Plus we have 2 seat belts, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side in the house area. So it's very simple to, oh, I gotta call Jenny Craig. Very simple to lock in place. Done. Wow, it looks so beautiful. This is one great, beautiful motorhome. If you've never seen one in person, you got to get to a leisure dealer and see one because it is spectacular. 6'5" interior height, so I've got lots of room, and you can see how easy it is to transition into the cab area. I don't hit my head or anything. You can see how beautiful and spacious it is. I have lots of room, and of course, the Mercedes-Benz seats, we redo them all in ultra leather. This is a fantastic product. It's French stitched together, so it looks great. The Leisure logo looks spectacular. And of course, ultra leather, synthetic man-made leather, doesn't get hot, doesn't get cold, doesn't soft, doesn't mildew. Plus, we also have 3 different ultra leather colors. We have the fog, we have the sand, and we also have the putty color. So 3 different colors, your choice. You go with all the decors. You can pick which color wood, you can pick which color ultra leather. You have lots of choices that you can do. Okay, we're now in the cab area of the Mercedes-Benz 3500 series cutaway chassis, of course. V6 motor, 3 liter, 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque, of course, cruise control. We have the multifunctional steering wheel. We have the instrument cluster with the pixel matrix display. We have heated and power adjustable side mirrors. We have the windshield with the filter band. We have the overhead control center with 2 reading lights. This is our control center for our front collision impact assist, lane assist. We add all the safety features that we can get from Mercedes on all of our chassis, so make sure you have those because they're very, very important to have. Of course, we've got our Mercedes-Benz stereo system. We have our GPS system built in. We've got our backup camera built right in. So for those of you that have a tow vehicle or you want to see what's behind you, move it over to camera, hit the button, and now my camera is on all the time. Otherwise, if it's in normal mode, when you put it in reverse, it will automatically go to backup camera. So that's a nice little safety feature to see what you're going. Of course, we've got Bluetooth, we've got streaming Bluetooth, I've got a USB plug here. I can plug into my phone, all my favorite songs, everything right there. We've also got a jack here. If you want to plug in a separate CD player or anything like that, you can plug in right here. Oh, playing my favorite song. Very simple to use and easy. Everything is right here. Of course, we've got our control center for our climate control. We've got our air conditioning, heat. This is kind of cool. If you need to pin something on there, you can lock it in place. So if I've got a piece of paper here and lock it right in place. For example, our exclusive 2-year roadside assistance program that we have with all leisures when you buy them. So you've got technical support, roadside assistance, tire repair, emergency lockout, emergency fluids, 1-800 number, just dial that. That's included for the first 2 years that you own a leisure travel van. Of course, down here, we've got a 12-volt plug if you need it. And we have another 12-volt connection way down here. Look at this. That's kind of smart. Little storage area here for your phone. And of course, we've got drink holders here, and down below we've got the Slurpee, or the German Stein cup as I like to call it. They'll fit right in down here, which is kind of cool. Then look way up here, we've got storage up top, more storage here. We've got a little place for a mirror, make myself look beautiful, which is hard to do. And then of course we've got our map lights. This is a fun little chassis. If you've never driven a Mercedes-Benz cutaway chassis on a leisure travel van, you got to go and see your leisure dealer because it is fun to drive. Lots of power, good towing power, great fuel economy, and you're just going to have fun driving it. Hey, thank you for watching the 2017 Unity Island Bed video. We do really appreciate all the views we get. You got to get yourselves one of these so you can enjoy this because Dean is now on holidays. Dean from Leisure Travel Vans, go see your local leisure travel van dealer. Get yourself one of these. Start enjoying that.